I wish a sis would. New episode every Tuesday.
To another episode of Wish Assist Would. All that good stuff. We ain't gotta repeat it. Y'all know where y'all at. Um, Usually I have a real good random question. I don't have one today. So how was y'all's weekend?
Give me a second
Damn, not both y'all on your phone.
here. I gotta ask the question. What did I do this weekend? I always gotta run my week back. What I do?
What good? Some of mine.
Carter had football practice. What did I do Saturday? I'm sure I had somebody kid. I did. I had my nephew. We went to church on Sunday. Only we did much this weekend. I ain't got no money to do nothing on weekends. So if it ain't making money, I'm in the house. Until my birthday. So I got 3 weeks to get my life together.
Not 3 weeks.
Right. I party all October, so I got 3 weeks to get my life together. I got to get it together.
She's gonna be back outside.
Hindu. Hindu. But that's it. I don't think I did anything. No, didn't do anything. Still on my church grind. I'm still going.
Look at that.
I'm trying.
I love the consistency.
Appreciate it.
I don't know. I had it was like a combination for me. It was like a shitty week, but I was still getting blessed. That's how God be looking out for you. So I don't know. Like I missed the family reunion. I was mad about that. I was even more mad because I called my mom and asked her before I drove out there, was it worth coming at that point? And she was like, yeah, come down here. The food gone down there. But I was like, you didn't make no plates.
Well, she need the food gone. I'm not coming.
Like,
what do you
no,
mean?
just come out here. I pull up, everybody leaving.
Oh, I would have been hot.
Okay.
This is the fact that I wouldn't have pulled up in the first place because you just told me there's no food.
If there was no food, I'd be like, I'm gonna
What am I
catch y'all
doing?
next time.
I'm like, well, you make any plays? Well, I'm gonna see this and that. But I mean, I really went down. I went anyway because I wanted to see my grandma, y'all. Like, they had just made it in from Clovis. They left now. They left yesterday, but you know, that's when I really came because I was like, I didn't get to see them when they came in because they came in so late. The night, that Friday night, so they didn't come and stay at our house immediately. They went to my other grandma's house, so over there on the east side. So I didn't get to see her or my papa blocker, so I really drove down there because I wanted to see them. But the reason why I missed it in the first place because I was getting this car serviced. Here. I was trying to get a new, no. That's why I had to get this car service because that's where the money went to. So I missed out on the family reunion Saturday because I was getting the car service. I couldn't get it in on Friday because I went to go get another vehicle. Things didn't pan out the same way. I'm basically still in the same predicament. They want me to come out some money, even with the assistance. So yeah, I gotta drop a little bread. So it got extended towards the end of this month, going into next month. But I have my vehicle by then, so couldn't get it before my birthday, but I'm getting it. So that's pretty much sums that up. So I was already kind of a little like down about that. Didn't have to go spend a whole day in the shop, but I got a lot of stuff fixed in the meantime because a part that they needed, it was issues with the part, so the guy had to drive to go get the part from Georgetown himself because it was going to take too long to get here. There was a whole bunch of stuff happening. So I was in the shop all day, missed the family reunion. Didn't get my shirt. When I did get my shirt, it was the wrong size. So I was mad about that.
Once you paid for a shirt and it's the wrong size.
Yeah, wrong size. And then Sunday, everything was fine. It was actually, you know, the service was on point. It was really speaking to me because I really was feeling like what he was saying, what he had spoke about. And then my cousin approached me about going to the Sexy Red concert. She ended up giving me a ticket. So I went out. It was entertaining. It was what I needed. Comical laughter.
That shit was ratchet as hell.
Yeah, it was ghetto. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I felt like it was a concert and then it turned into a strip club, then it went back to a concert.
That shit was ratchet.
So yeah. Yeah.
It was a strip club. She lied. It was a strip club the whole way through.
I mean,
yeah, strip club the whole way through.
It kind of enhanced. Like, people who know, if you went there, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, the peak of the night was real interesting. But anyway, it was entertaining. It was comical. Yeah, you know, I got out, so it was better than what I was feeling because everybody was pissing me off and I was irritated. So,
yeah, I was ready to go home.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was my weekend.
Let's see. I met with a lawyer for my wreck. Because insurance sucks. And my shoulder feel like it's about to fall off.
Oh, it's not the heating pad. Damn, why ain't you remind me? You know I'm slow.
Because I'm out here trying to function. And you want me to remind you?
Yeah.
So I also went to the Sexy Red concert. I probably just came down from being high yesterday.
It was a lot of treats.
Because, my God, like... And at this point, like, at this point, the workers didn't even care. Like...
You really don't.
Oh, yeah, no. They can't stop all them people. It's impossible.
At Janae's concert, baby.
Oh, no, this was worse. Like, we literally... Because we was kind of like on the side. We literally watched a girl walk, go down and walk, I guess, you know, while she walked all the way around and came back up. And a guy sat on the stairs, rolled her a blunt. I kid you not, pulled out a bag, broke it down, rolled her a blunt.
Yeah.
And she walked back up. We look back up, she's walking up on the other side. Like, legitimately. Like,
Not
true
her
story.
email was in the concert.
Baby, listen. I ain't never seen so many ass cheeks and pregnant bellies in my life.
Yeah, that's what I was more surprised of too. It was this one. I didn't see one until we were leaving. I was like, girl, you was out here on this floor?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not going to say pregnancy needs to stop you from having fun because, you know, have your fun. But, you know, anyways.
Just the environment. I mean, you is around a lot of people smoking, they blowing, you don't know what you...
But I don't even think it's that because I think that's going to be anywhere because I've been in the Moody Center and they've done that. So that's just going to be anywhere. You're not going to be able to stop that now.
I mean, at this particular concert, we already knew that was bound to happen. So it's a little bit more amped up than...
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I was a huge Stacey Red fan and I was pregnant, I would have still went even knowing. But
yeah.
I mean, she did good. She did all right. The concert itself gave unorganized.
She should have been at
it was,
emus.
especially how especially
emos, not emus, emos.
Yes.
She should have been a
Yeah.
emo.
I wouldn't even say that. I just think that I'll break it down timeline. So concert's supposed to start at 7. Doors opened at 6. Concert started at 7. The DJ was playing music until about 7:50, 7:45. Am I right?
Yep.
Her opening act, Blakeyana, came and...
Who is that? I seen that. Like, who the fuck is that?
She's like an up-and-coming, like, St. Louis rapper.
Yeah, she from St. Louis, like Stacey Ray. Now, I didn't know her either. I was like, she pretty, but I don't know none of her music.
Yeah, she was very pretty.
Yes.
So her, and then, so she performed for 10, 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then there was another, 20-minute break. With the DJ playing music. It was by the end of the damn concert, it was everybody's birthday. It was my birthday too.
Yeah.
And my birthday was in January because every break it was, okay, who birthday is it? I'm so tired. There's certain
songs. You had a birthday pass.
It's certain songs that I'm so sick of that if I hear it, I'm hanging up like Peppa Pig. Like, I'm over it. So did a 15-20 minute music break. Then the next guy came out. I don't even know what his name was.
Shumi. He had that.
Lil who?
Lil Shumi.
Lil Shumi?
Shumi, yeah.
That yeah. Anyways, him with the LED. The only thing I like about him, he had an LED backpack.
Yeah.
And
he got that famous TikTok song. They was doing that little...
What?
I forgot how the song go. It's the tune. But a lot of people do their little videos and they like, yeah, man. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do it.
But anyway, not
It's a video on people were doing the video to his little song, little trappers and stuff like that. So that's why.
Yeah. So
he blew up from that one song.
So from there, probably another 15-20 minute music break. Then Huncho came out. And then I felt like after Huncho probably performed for like 20 minutes. Because he was up there for a good minute. And then after that, it was maybe, another 20 minutes? And I get you take breaks in between each set, but like 20, 25 minutes. And the DJ kept saying, okay, y'all ready for Kodak? Y'all ready for Kodak? And
he was late, period.
Bruh.
No way around
so
that.
he kept saying, y'all ready for Kodak? And then all of a sudden,
Red performed a little bit before him.
I was getting that.
Oh, well, you kind of skipped around, so I thought you forgot to mention that.
No, I was saying the DJ was saying, oh, y'all ready for Kodak? Y'all ready for Kodak? And then, so then Sexy Red performed, about 5 songs. And then she came off stage. So she's like, "Oh, my people's here." So you know, so clearly he's always late. And so then she came off stage, and it took another 20 minutes. Y'all, I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. I'm for real. It took another 20 minutes for Kodak to come on. Nigga came out with a cane and rolled the blunt on stage. On stage.
Not a cane.
That he laid down and didn't use. Then he performed, and then the best part was that he performed. Once he finished, Sexy Red immediately got back on stage. I mean, she was on the side of the stage anyway, but Sexy Red immediately started performing once he finished. So it gave very much unorganized, but anyways, that's beside the point.
It's funny how you guys went to a concert and I didn't. Ain't that wild?
It's Chris Brown all over again. But except for to the Chris Brown concert, I didn't get invited. So
Chris Brown going on tour next year, they said.
Yep.
That man's getting to his bag.
Yeah.
Then they said it's his 25th, right? 15th for somebody's something reunion.
I believe it. Chris Brown is a performer. I always see him. So, anyways, so we're gonna jump into our topic for today, this week, whatever y'all want to call it, however y'all listening. We're gonna talk about girl code, but it's girl code / bro code, whatever. But the reason, and this is where a majority of the conversation is gonna come from, because Love and Hip Hop, even though that they are so it's so scripted, it's so everything's so controversial that I feel like it can go either way. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna talk about girl code. So for those of y'all that does not understand girl code, the Wilstonian at wilstonian.org says that there are, I gotta see how many there is. There are 10 rules for girl code. 1, don't go after your friend's ex or crush. 2, keep your secrets secret. 3, be honest, even if it hurts. 4, not everything is a competition. 5, post photos only if both of you look good. 6, be able to be serious and laugh. 7, provide unconditional support even if you don't agree. 8, share the spotlight. 9, not everything is a personal attack. And number 10, breaking girl code isn't the end of the friendship, but the lack of an apology is. Right. Okay? Okay. Do y'all agree with those 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little picture thing, though. I don't think that bothers me much. But
No, that bothers me because if I'm sitting here looking busted and you looking cute and I tell you
like...
I don't like the picture, don't fucking post that picture. Like, what the fuck?
I guess that's
I
just
agree
me.
with all
I don't
10.
care.
Do I believe people break it more than usual? Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the be honest, even if it hurts, because a lot of people are sensitive now. So you can be honest and you can, say, hey sis, let me put you up on game, blah, blah, blah. And then they get mad at you for telling them. So that is a real thing. It's a very real thing. Okay. Back to Love and Hip Hop. So if you watch this season on Love and Hip Hop, Just kidding. If you watch Love and Hip Hop this season, there are multiple things that's going on. So, and as it's airing, you know, you're seeing everything unfold. So we're going to start light and then we're going to go deep. So the first thing, we know, y'all know who Zell Swag is, right?
The one that just got that girl pregnant?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Him. So we also know that his ex is Saucy Santana. Mm-hmm. So Zell apparently went to Mexico and had sex with a girl. Zell has always said that he's bisexual, but he went to Mexico, had sex with a girl, ended up getting a girl pregnant, right? But this is where bro code comes into play. So he told his two friends, Bambi, and I believe the other girl's name is Jessica. So they went, and as they were talking to so they went out, and I think they went bowling with Santana, who is Zell's ex. And they told Santana that Zell got a girl pregnant. Well, Jessica did. Bambi was like, well, we wasn't supposed to say anything, whatever, da-da-da. Do y'all think that broke the girl code?
I mean, did he say not to tell me?
Yes.
Oh, then, yeah.
Yeah. He said not that he wanted to be the one to tell Santana and for them not to say anything
that's how I look at it. It's like, you do have to put that out there because some people, like, I mean, that's kind of controversial.
I don't think it is. I feel like pregnancy should be told by the person who tells it. Unless I post it on social media, don't be telling nobody I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
But some people feel like, I don't know, like some
sacred business
like
right
that.
there.
Yeah.
Especially because if I become pregnant, I'm not telling nobody until the baby won.
Yeah. And it's I think I'm
gonna hide the whole thing. Like deny.
I think it also makes a difference because they told his ex. Like that was weird. And not only his ex, like not just like another girl, they told another girl, they told his ex that is a guy. And later on in the episode, you see Zell does sit down with Santana and he tells him, and then Santana, for whatever reason, Zell is carrying around this pregnancy test. Like, don't keep a pee stick. Like, that's nasty. And Santana threw it across the room. And Santana was like, well, I'm gonna get my man back. Like, it's just messy. So it's all messy. But anyways, beside the point. So, thing number 2. And this is probably like the biggest thing that is happening right now on Love and Hip Hop. So we all know, I'm lying, I'm gonna take it back. So there is Bambi, who we all know is Scrappy's ex-wife at this point now. Mm-hmm. And then Amy Luciani, who is another rapper on the show. So I believe last season, or maybe she's only been on the show for like maybe 2 or 3 seasons. And so the thing with them this season is that she says that her and Bambi, hey, this is Amy, says that her and Bambi were pretty close. So then she comes, so at the beginning of this season, Bambi, of course, her and Scrappy are now divorced. So she's out, she's dating, she's doing this, that, and the third. So she has found a guy that she's dating. So Amy is now mad because the guy that she's dating is one of her exes. Comments.
Is it true that they were close friends though?
I mean, they both admitted that they were chilling and, you know, would do stuff together, stuff like that. Not like probably not like besties for the resties, but they both did admit that they did, you know, they were friends.
But yeah, if we're friends, then whatever I'm doing is off limits. Like if we were, what's the word?
Acquaintances.
There you go. Then I'm more than willing to date your man. But being a friend and you know a little bit about my life and I met your mama and stuff, my people off limits. I'm sorry.
I've been around your kids. Stuff like
that. You can't date my people. No, sorry.
I agree, and that actually has happened to me more than once with people, so-called friends.
Yeah.
So
now,
I think a lot of my friends, I don't think we all have the same taste in guys. I don't think that we've ever run across that issue because we don't have the same taste in guys.
Sometimes that don't even matter. Like they'll just do it just because it was the person you was with.
It's true.
But let's go a little deeper. So, this guy that Bambi is dating, this is not a recent ex. This is an ex from about 10 to 12 years ago.
Girl, go sit your ass down. That's like me getting mad at like Ashley dating somebody I used to talk to back in middle school. Girl, get the fuck out my face.
I do feel like if it was that long ago, because y'all probably much younger and stuff like that.
Too. And I guess it probably also would weigh like how in depth that relationship was. Like me, like say like my last ex, 7-year relationship. Now if I was in a relationship with that guy for 7 years and also one of my best friends would have dated him, that's history. You can't date that man. I had 7 years with that man. You can't. That's off limits. But if I only dated him for 6 months, sure, whatever. Do your thing. We never made it nowhere, no way. We wasn't getting married. That's also wild that that's like a middle school crush. Like, girl, get the fuck on.
Yeah. Like, it's so this is the thing, and this is my opinion on the whole entire situation. I see how Amy's upset, but then I'm also just like, girl, that's 10 to 12 years ago. So to add a little bit more context, so she's also mad. She's not mad that they're dating. She's mad that Bambi did not tell her. So if you ever watch this season of Love and Hip Hop, at the beginning, she says that she happened to run into the guy, and the guy mentioned, hey, just so you know, I'm dating one of your friends. Like, I guess they talked or whatever, and he's like, oh, just so you know, I'm dating one of your friends. So that's how she found out. But then later on in the season, she goes on and she says, well, I found out when they came to an event together. But before the event, you said something completely different. So it's giving storyline. But also, baby, that's 10 to 12 years. Like, go on. But then when Bambi talked to the guy, I guess they were talking about the whole situation. He said that they never was in a relationship. He said this was just somebody that they would meet up, they would have sex with. That he would meet up and have sex with. So he didn't consider it a relationship, but it's also a guy, and guys downplay the hell out of everything.
Lying.
So, yeah. So it's I think more so. I mean, I really kind of think both of them broke girl code. Yeah. Because if you're, you know what I'm saying, like if you're that close or whatever or what have you. Now that kind of hurt it. Keep my shoulders up. If you're that close, you could just be like, hey, like, you know, like I'm dating such and such, like blah blah blah, because I'm sure that you can't just be like, oh, I'm dating da da da, and like you'd be like, what? That's 10, 12 years ago, blah blah blah. But I think,
did she know though that they dated
when they first got together?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, she did not know.
Okay. So I think that's another thing also. Like, I feel like you don't disclose like people you dated like 17 years ago. So.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, and I could absolutely be 100% wrong, but at this point we 6 episodes in, I'm not gonna go back to the beginning and watch. But
bless you.
Thank you. But the and I keep saying because I lost my train of thought. But no, I think that Bambi said that she did not know until Amy said something. Okay. But at that point, you know, they're already dating. Mm-hmm. So, you know, all of that. But let's take it a step further. Okay. So as we just said, Bambi used to be married to Scrappy, and they recently are divorced, like maybe like a year, maybe 2 years divorced. So in the preview for the next episode next week, Amy makes a comment kind of insinuating that she is messing or dating Scrappy.
So she being messy.
Basically. Like,
that's being petty, so.
Yeah. What you being messy for?
But females are catty, so. Yeah. We've talked about this.
I couldn't. That's crazy.
Because at that point, like you can tell that she actually like did it on purpose. Yeah, and said that on purpose. So at that point, I was just like, all right, Amy girl, like I was halfway on your side, but now you
public
really
knowledge. Like we've been in social media. I got that man kids. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it'd be different if that girl had his kids or anything like that. But also, like the boy said, he was like, we just fucked. It was never anything serious. But I mean, to her, maybe it was. But also, like you said, it was 12 years ago. What?
That's a long time. And it's like, if she didn't really know that's who you dated, it's not like y'all was friends 12 years ago either.
Yeah.
So you gotta kind of take that into consideration. But at the same time, if we're going by the list, then yeah, both of them to me, I feel like
are in the wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next Love and Hip Hop story. Next Love and Hip Hop storyline, I should say. So, of course, we know Kirk Frost is...
I hate Kirk.
the way you laugh.
I was like...
I always just think about the thing that K. Michelle said.
With Kirk with his 3 earrings? That is so funny, yeah.
I didn't know Kirk messed with the Brat back in the day.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, she dated him. He paid money to date her, to take her out.
That's wild. So much.
Yeah, like he was so adamant of like trying to take her out. Like he offered money, and then she was like, okay, you know.
Interesting.
One of them things. That was one of her boyfriends before, you know.
Yeah.
You know, she turned the cheek, you know, fully, but
The other cheek.
Look, fun facts from Rocky.
Hey, I came across a video of her talking about it because you know she did that radio show.
Yeah. No, it's not the Breakfast Club.
Not
Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
That one. When they talked about it on there, like his picture popped up and everything. She was like, like she already knew. So I was like, ooh, let me listen.
Girl, yes. So
yeah.
we all know that Kirk had a baby with a side chick, Jasmine, right? He met her at a strip club. They ended up having sex. She ended up getting pregnant. So this current season, of course, that this little boy is like 6 or 7 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So this current season, which you can tell is just for a storyline, because Rashida ain't gonna leave that man.
Never.
She don't leave that man. So this current season, Jasmine is back, and she is now saying that Kirk is texting her, telling her he will give her more money a month if she has sex with him, right? So it's a big thing because now Jasmine has, she told Mama D, the worst person in the world. She told Mama D, and so there's 2 instances. So Mama D held like a Mother's Day event, and she invited Jasmine so she could talk about the situation. And for those that don't know, Mama D has beef with Rashida and Kirk and Rashida's mom. Because she said that when Scrappy was going through his divorce with Bambi, they were not on Scrappy's side. So she now has beef with all 3 of them because she feels like they didn't support Scrappy and they should have supported Scrappy instead of being neutral. Anyways, but if your son is wrong, he's wrong. Just a little tidbit. But anyways, so she comes to this Mama D's event, and she sits down. She tells Mama D. So Erica Dixon is there, who is also really close with Rashida. So Erica Dixon. So once she hears about it, she of course goes straight to Jasmine and says, "So what did you tell Mama D?" Right? And so of course they ended up getting into an argument and stuff like that. Girl code or no?
I mean, well, she don't own no royalty to what you calling it, but
Not Jasmine. I'm talking about Erica.
Like Erica talking to Jasmine?
Yes, approaching Jasmine.
no, because she knew she was trying to find out some information.
But I'm saying, like, did Erica follow girl code or did she not follow girl code?
To me, no. Like, if I get wind that somebody talking about somebody, and it's like really like she on the range, like, you know, trying to paint this picture. Oh, I'm gonna go to the store. So like, what's up? Because then I'm gonna definitely go let my friend know.
She did stick to girl code.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me.
Okay. Because
If I'm going to you, I'm definitely coming to you to get the information. Since you telling everybody but the main person that need to be told.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Jasmine's thing is like, she's like, I don't owe Rashida anything. Rashida doesn't want to talk to me. She said that she doesn't want to talk to me, everything like that. So, of course, when Erica approached Jasmine, she had nothing to say. She's like, oh, I don't have anything to discuss with you, so on and so forth. So then the next episode, they're at an event and Yandy is there. Yandy is also close with Rashida. And Jasmine comes and it's Yandy and Carly talking to Jasmine. And so Jasmine starts talking about, of course y'all know Carly's messy. So Jasmine in turn starts talking about the situation. And so Yandy starts going off because Yandy is like, that this is not where you talk about this stuff. You talk about that with Rashida. You don't come and you don't go into everybody's circle and spread this rumor around. You talk about that with Rashida. But people on social media are saying that Erica and Yandy did too much because they're saying that Rashida is not going to leave Kirk. But I don't think that they did too much.
They was just standing behind Rashida.
Yeah, because essentially in both situations, she was not there.
Yeah,
Rashida was not there in both
anybody
situations.
in their right mind, if you, I don't know, people's logic is a little different nowadays.
Their logic is very different.
I mean, if your friend is not there to defend herself and she's the topic of the conversation, I would hope one of my friends would actually speak up and say something. And then also let me know what went down and what was said. You know, this is how it should go. But, you know, we're in different times.
I don't like people at work. I do it at work. We get to talk about somebody. Hey, that person not here to save grace over their name. We're going to go ahead and cut this right now. And we can bring it back up when this person here. What you being messy for?
What you over here being messy for?
It's my favorite line.
But to add context to what the people online are saying, they're saying that they did too much because Rashida's not going to leave Kirk. But also because everybody is blaming Kirk for, I mean, everybody is kind of, they're blaming, everybody on the cast is blaming Jasmine for the situation. When in all actuality, Kirk also knows that he is married. So in a sense, like they both know when Jasmine slept with him, she knew that he was married because they've been on Love and Hip Hop for how long?
Well, Kirk got caught with that man when it was in the hot tub thing, also backing the gap. Like Kirk always out here doing something he shouldn't be doing, but Kirk always a superhero because he take care of his kids and he do this, that, and the other.
Right?
Why Kirk? Why you outside, Kirk?
So they brought her back into the fold because the way that the storyline kind of unfolded was they are going through they call it defects, but apparently like they're what is it, what do we call it here? It's not CPS, DFPS, Family Protective Services. So in Atlanta they call it defects. I don't know what the acronym is for, but Jasmine was taking her son or their son to school late, and so
so she got like a truancy thing.
I'm assuming, but and so then of course they notified Kirk, who also told Rashida because you know that's his son as well. So they're kind of trying to paint Jasmine as this bad parent, this bad mother, and saying that I think the little boy's name is Cannon. That Cannon is not getting to school. She's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. So she in turn says, well, if that's how y'all feel, then feel free to help out. In a sense, you know, she's like, well, feel free to help out if that's how y'all feel, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of how, and then she's like, it's mighty funny that they're saying this, but this is what's going on behind closed doors. That's kind of how the story unfolded. When in turn, from the way that yesterday's episode ended, the receipts ain't real. I don't know. I was kind of lost at the end. But anyways, beside the point. So, okay. One of my favorite TV shows. So let's talk about All American.
That's what I thought you were going to say. I was like, I think it's All American.
Yeah. Let's talk about All American. So we know with All American, everybody's sleeping with everybody. Everybody's dating everybody. But we're going to talk about Girl Code. Okay? So, as we know, what's that thing called? The series began with Spencer coming to Beverly Hills, a kid from Crenshaw going to Beverly Hills. So, Olivia, which is one of the female characters, had a crush on him. He kind of basically showed her the attention that nobody else was. And Spencer is a genuine, well, they make him out to be this genuine person. So he genuinely was like just kind of talking to her, whatever, no strings attached or whatever. So Layla, who was at the time Olivia's best friend, who was also dating Asher, starts telling Olivia, oh, go for him, you like him, blah, blah, blah. Further on in the series, Layla begins dating Spencer. knowing that Olivia likes him. Broke girl code or did not break girl code?
Of course they broke girl code.
Mm-hmm.
But Layla also was, her side story crazy also though. She bonkers. Hell, they both bonkers.
Yeah, they are.
Crazy in itself, but it's still, I mean, breaking girl code.
To give y'all, the listeners, if y'all don't watch the show, to give y'all context. So started off, everybody knew that Olivia liked Spencer and Layla was dating Asher. So then Layla got with Spencer, Olivia started dating Asher, and then Layla went through some mental things. And of course, this whole time, Olivia and Spencer, they're still like super close. They're like best friends. So then I believe season 3? Layla went through a mental break. And so her and Spencer decided to call it quits so she could focus on her mental health. Like the sister girl was tripping. I'm not gonna say tripping because mental health is a real thing, but sister girl was going through it. And so in the midst of that, they decided to break up. So, she broke up with him. And he said that he wanted her to focus on her recovery. Mm-hmm. Then they went to Vegas. Keep in mind, these are high school kids, so very unbelievable. But they went to Vegas because Layla is a music producer and she was having a show. Well, she becomes a music producer. So they come out and...
I thought they went to Vegas for them to get married.
No.
Oh.
Coop had a show.
She said.
So they came because they wanted to support Coop, which Coop is Spencer's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, and while they were in Vegas, Jordan, which is Olivia's twin brother, and his girlfriend decided that they were going to get married. And so Olivia actually wasn't there at first. She ended up surprising Spencer coming down. And in the midst, they were witnesses and support at the wedding. And Spencer realizes that he loves Olivia. And he tells her that he loves her and all of that. And then she runs off because, keep in mind, she's still with Asher at the time. And then she goes to, he was in Mexico, but she sees him with another girl. But also as she left, Spencer is calling Olivia back. Mm-hmm. Layla walks in and says that she was ready to get back with Spencer, and her and Spencer hooks up. Mm. This show is like so intertwined, like it is crazy. So, yeah. And it all continues to unfold throughout that season, but yeah, I think the whole All American in a whole it like goes against like girl code, boy code, all.
And they would all just forgive each other and just be friends. I just think that's so crazy.
Like they live together.
They created the toxicity.
Yeah, like they like. Well, what do they call themselves?
What do you mean?
The vortex. They call themselves the vortex. Oh. Because they all like mess with each other, but they're all still friends, like
to a certain degree, because it's like still animosity about certain things. From what I remember.
Well, as they kind of gotten older, then it's just kind of like, man, whatever, like, you know, like just little petty stuff like jealousy, but nothing, you know, like that. But yeah, everybody's sleeping with everybody. These are all high school kids. They drug addicts and alcohol addicts and I don't know. My parents would never.
They're in college now. They're not in high school no more.
That's what I said. I said that when they were.
Oh.
But I don't know. I don't think my parents would ever let me go to Vegas at 17 by myself.
If I'm sure my parents had money, they probably wouldn't care. But my parents ain't got money, so. I know. I feel like when you have money, you live a different lifestyle than people who don't have money.
Yeah.
Very true.
So I feel like if we have money, then sure, yeah, do your thing. Because it'd probably be like normal behavior. It'd probably be something I've been doing since I was 4. Traveling the world by myself.
Did you say since you were 4?
I said most rich people, kids, be traveling the world by themselves since they was 4. Like they be hitting it with nannies and whatnot, not even their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hired her. That's when you got the nanny money.
Child, it was...
Would y'all hire a nanny?
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. I'm too hands-on.
Well, nannies are there to help, not to replace you.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
I plan on still working. I can't be a stay-at-home mother.
I couldn't either. But I also do believe that childcare facilities, they do enhance a child's social development.
Absolutely.
So you can definitely tell the kids that has been in childcare versus the kids that have not.
Absolutely.
So as far as would I get a nanny? No, because I would rather my kid be in a daycare, just with other kids their age, not with this adult that is, what have you. And then at this point, you never know what a person's gonna do. Like, I know some, like most nanny sites or whatever, you can, like, they have background checks and, XYZ, but you still never know what a person will do, if they will snap, if they will hurt your kid. Because if you hurt my kid, essentially, I gotta kill you. Like, that's just how that's gonna go. So I don't know. I think, and that may be just because I come from a background where my family business is a daycare. So essentially, like, if I put my kid in daycare, they would essentially be around my family the whole entire time. So I know that they wouldn't let anything happen. But I mean, it would be the same if I put them in a different childcare as well, because I know how childcare facility is supposed to go. I know minimum standards. I know if something happens, you're supposed to let me know that my kid is coming home with a bruise or a knot on the side of their head. And I don't know what happened is not gonna cut it. So that's just my take on it. I wouldn't hire a nanny. Now, if I got rich or I hit the lottery or something, maybe.
Well, that's the only reason why I do it is if I was rich. I wouldn't do it just off of rich. Nah.
Yeah,
but if I was rich, absolutely.
Bring
me a nanny. I need a nap. Watch this little boy while I go take a nap. Thank you so much.
Now, a babysitter is different than a nanny. So if you're talking about somebody that's just gonna come, like if you want to go out or if you want to just go run some errands, somebody to come stay for a few hours, that's a little different. Yeah. A nanny is somebody that's there all day.
Yeah,
every day.
Absolutely, I would want that. Yeah. You'd have a room in my house. Watch this little boy while I go take a nap.
Oh, you want a live-in nanny?
Absolutely, I gotta know you, and I need to know that you're gonna have cameras everywhere as well, besides in the bathroom, because I'm gonna watch you.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd have a nanny in a heartbeat. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I don't know. I think I would still be on the fence, because even like if you become like when you get money, like people like to exploit rich people. So if something happens or you do something in your household, they can either post it and now you all on the blogs and stuff.
I know, we're gonna sign NDAs around here, girl.
Girl, that don't mean shit.
It do when you sign an NDA and get sued behind it.
But all the negative connotations is already out there.
Yeah, but now she gotta go to jail. I mean, I get it. I mean, I wouldn't be doing anything wild in my house in the first place. I mean, but
you walk up the stairs or turn the corner and your husband doing coke on the table, hollering.
Sick of that. Also, NDAs can still be turned into. You can turn that into the police, whether you signed it or not. Like whatever information you do have can still go to police, and then you can have them looking into your business and all of that, and not even know. But yeah.
See, look at that, hollering. You in there buying cocaine and don't even know it. Listen.
But hopefully, I mean, I know, Shakella, you definitely not going for that. But we ain't running no trap house.
No,
The
thing is, like, I've had this conversation with somebody before, and it's not to come off as racist or anything like that, but I would want me a abuela. Okay, the grandmothers.
But you know what?
Spanish.
I'll follow one of the girls on Teen Mom. I follow her on Snapchat, obviously Instagram too. But she's said that she took care. So she has 2 kids. Her oldest she took care of. She was never in daycare or whatever, so she took care of. But she said she went through a really bad postpartum depression. Mm-hmm. So with this pregnancy, one, she was also with her now husband. But 2, it was like she was like they didn't want her to go through that again, so she hired a nanny. And she's like she definitely went through great lengths to find someone that was not on social media, that had the background check, that was older. She said that the lady also speaks Spanish, so her son would learn Spanish. So she definitely went through the steps to make sure everything was copacetic and everything was straight, because she was like, with social media they're more likely to put your business out. Absolutely. They're more likely to see all of these random things or whatever, like their kids will be on social media, but even though she's on social media, but just different things like that. So she did say that was the mindset that her and her husband went into.
Yeah, you can do it. You just gotta put in that work too.
That's exactly what I get. Because you know she's gonna feed you. She's gonna have homemade tortillas and all of that. Pozole, menudo,
I
all
don't think
that.
she cooked.
Oh, baby, she'd be cooking in my house. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, like, it wasn't like she was at work. Like she owns businesses, so she was like at home. So, but I mean, like, simple lunches, like, you know, probably would just make them simple lunches. But as far as, oh, you need to make sure I have dinner. No, this girl, she cooks every night. Like, baby, her cooking videos be on point.
Just coming from the Hispanic nature, I just know that the child would be well loved and well taken care of, and they gonna feed them regardless if you say no or not. So
yeah,
I'm down for the homemade tortillas being in my house all the time.
Yeah.
They are delicious.
All I'm saying.
Yeah, and like their son, like her son, recently just started school, so he goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think until 12. So like now the nanny's only there, I think like 2 days. And so she's like, well, we're trying to have a kid, so we're trying to keep her in the loop so we can still use her for our next kid. And I'm just like, girl, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I would. That's what I would want.
Anyways, okay. Last scenario. And we kind of covered this in Shakayla's Tyler Perry episode. But in Why Did I Get Married? The whole movie, do you think that the guys broke code? Just the guys, that the guys broke code?
I don't think they broke it until he started spilling everybody's secrets. Because they obviously weren't talking to their wives because none of them knew.
Yeah.
So obviously they were solid. Yeah. Okay, they were solid.
They were like
them girls didn't know not a goddamn thing. Now did all of them know? Absolutely. Them girls know? No. Yeah. So I don't think anybody really broke bro code until homie was just like, you want to start telling secrets? We can start telling secrets. Why don't you tell them about how you got your tubes tied and all the other stuff, and you think that baby not yours? How about you talk about doing this and you blame her for killing you?
Caught something and sleep with your baby mama.
Listen, but I don't think the guys plural broke code. I think that Mike broke code. I think I said girl code earlier. I think only Mike, because even if like at the beginning when they was chopping the wood, like he mentioned that he was sleeping with that girl and they still didn't tell their wives. They was holding on to that secret, so the guys knew that he was sleeping with her, but they just didn't say nothing. But when he got the spilling the secrets, first of all, sir, I don't know how they were still friends, because you divulged potentially three deep secrets that could have potentially ruined your marriage or your friends' marriages, all because you wanted to be vindictive because you got outed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think as far as the guys, I do not think that the guys themselves broke bro code. But I do believe that, I mean, even in the second one, when they was going through that divorce and Janet locked old boy out the house and they pulled up and he broke the window and they was just like, why do I feel, I think Marcus said it. He's like, why do I feel like you
ain't supposed to be here?
He's like, why do I feel like we just committed a crime or something? He said, because we're going to jail. And then they walked in there, but they still was down for the cause. They walked in the house because Shakayla would have stayed outside.
Well, it's already too late. I mean, because
it wouldn't be. You're
gonna be considered a part of it because of.
But I would have left
once you're trying.
I'd have been.
No, I'm lying. I would have walked inside too. Because I would have walked inside too. Because whatever.
Once you get through that plant, through that thing, baby. I'm gonna see y'all in the car because when the police pull up, hey, come here. Before you go in there, there's 4 dudes in there. He used that plant to break that window.
3 because you wasn't. Well, 2 because it was only 3 of them there. Mike wasn't there.
Yeah, he threw that plant.
Whatever it was, okay? There's black people in there and they use a plant to get up in there.
And she finished it off.
Yeah,
she went off.
She went the fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. So on the girl side, y'all think they broke girl code?
I don't think so. Like, thinking through the movie, I don't think they ever really told their husbands anything that was going on either.
I'm talking about with each other.
No, I don't think so.
I think that Patricia and Diane did. because if you know that my husband is cheating on me, even if, like, I understand their reasoning because, like, she was in a vulnerable state, but even if you know something like that, don't hide that from me. You done said in my face for 3 days, 2-3 days, and you know that my man is sleeping with this girl.
I just think Patricia was being more logical.
She was being
just
logical.
like, I want evidence to say that he cheated and
basically wanting proof.
Yeah.
No, they knew. At that point, and Angela was the one that was like, no, I'm going to tell her. And they was like, no, well, some people don't want to know and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Even if I don't want to know, let me make that decision. If I don't want to know, if I tell you, I'm not worried about that, then just say, all right, and walk the fuck off. But if you sitting here, and if somebody, like, for instance, if I'm dating a guy and we're all on a trip and I bring a random friend, we'll call her Susie. Now, as big as I am, Susie a little toothpick. Everything. That don't even matter the way it looks. If you see my husband and he done made me fucking drive.
We wouldn't.
Yeah, first of all, we all getting off this goddamn plane.
That part, because I'd have been banned from airplanes.
We all getting off this
because I'd have
goddamn.
whooped her ass.
We
I'd have whooped
no
her.
fly list.
That would have been a long story right off the back anyway.
No.
I'd have been on a no-fly list. We would have to drive
Yeah,
everywhere we go
somebody
from here on out because I'd have whooped both their asses.
But
No
yeah.
fly zone. Like either we all was gonna get off and drive, or she was gonna leave. That's just.
Talk about you should have bought 2 seats. I had to punch you in the throat.
But you know what? I do believe that is logical because she was bigger. So if you're thinking about somebody that is essentially bigger and it's invading the other seat to where the other person cannot be in their seat. So,
I get that,
I mean,
but
I
he
get
could
it, but
have
yeah.
he could have set his ass in the middle. I could have been on the outside, and I just would have been touching him. Like I
He
shouldn't
didn't
have.
want to budge. I mean, that's
Of
his.
course.
Yeah, it was a
It was
lot
his
to that
mindset and
situation.
everything,
Because
but
as your
we could have
husband,
made
your
that shit
husband
work.
wasn't really supporting you anyway because he too
Whooped
worried
your
about
ass.
your friend he messing with. So
yeah.
it was just a lot wrong with that picture.
Yeah, but back to my original thing. If my friends sit there and watch my man get out of bed and go down to this girl's room and they know that he stayed there until the middle of the night and y'all didn't say nothing and y'all letting me sit here and talk to this girl, laugh at this girl, me thinking this girl is my friend, no, that's against girl code. Let me be the determining factor on how I feel. Like, even if you feel like, oh, well, she's going through a lot right now, she's doing this, she's doing that, blah, blah, blah. Let me determine that. Even if it hurts or whatever, you can even drop an inkling like, hey, like, how are you feeling? Can we have a deep conversation right now? Blah, blah, blah. No, because I can tell you right now, if I was to walk out this door and I see one of my friends, man, going somewhere, driving down the road with a girl in the car or going to somebody's house, hey, bro, what you doing?
First, I'm taking a picture because I'm messy. What you being messy for?
Girl, what you over here being messy for?
I'm gonna take a picture, then I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna send it. Hey, see the picture I just sent you?
Right.
You want me to follow him?
I mean, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with clarifying because then again, like, he could have been like, hey, me and such stuff finna head to the store. But I mean, people from the outside looking in wouldn't know that. Like,
Absolutely.
Unless you communicated that with your friends, they're gonna be like, first thing you gonna think like, oh, hold on, where y'all going?
Right, and I also
ask like, where y'all going? Like, you know what I'm saying? Before, if you didn't get that confirmation from your friend prior, so naturally people are going to react. Like, they're gonna have some type of reaction before they know what's really happening.
Yeah, I also kind of think that you can kind of tell by people's demeanors, because there's no way that you should have both of your arms around my man's neck, giving him a hug. There's no way that give him a side hug, church hug, whatever. It shouldn't be none of that. Even when they were sitting outside by the fire, smoking, and she was sitting on the arm of his chair, leaning on him. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? No.
But
I'm like
was
Nivea.
too comfortable.
There
was a lot of stuff she wasn't pointing out because she was like, "Oh, I'm just going through this." And so when you're going through your own shit, like, she's not really paying attention to something like that, even though you should. Ain't no way.
Yeah, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
So yeah, okay. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like, because it kind of goes into like who's your real friends and who's not. So I kind of feel like I understand where they were coming from, as far as, you know, oh, she's not in a mental state, because you know your friend essentially. But I also feel like they let that go on too long. You know that she, even just watching the demeanor of when she walked in and he, like, you know, just kind of gave her his cheek to kiss and stuff like that. There was multiple times when you should have said, okay, no, you know, whatever. Like, even when they was talking about what was it, skiing or something like that, and they kind of looked at each other, or they when they were trying to fix Trina up with Troy, and Mike and Trina kind of looked at each other, and they're like, I saw that, and they was like, yeah, me too. Boom, you knew right then. So why you ain't saw that girl? So that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been on in that kitchen from that point.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Like Angela said, Trick, was anybody talking to you? So yeah, but anyways, that's the episode. Y'all let us know. Well, y'all not gonna let us know, but I wish y'all would let us know some things that you feel are against bro code, girl code, you know, what have you. But like, comment, subscribe, follow us, you know, all that good stuff. And if all hearts and minds are clear, what is it saying? Peace, hair, and chicken grease, something like that. Peace, love, chicken grease. Bye.
Like that, yeah.
Girl,
Bye.
what? See y'all later.